Hey everyone, it's Miss Staley, and I wanted to talk to you about when is a quote. So this quick video is going to be on quotes, summarizing, and paraphrasing. So let's talk about quoting first. Quotes are when you use the exact words of an author. So you want to copy them directly from a source, and then you have to cite it, or then you face the demon of plagiarism. So you want to use a quote when the author's words are just so powerful that they're going to support your argument in the best possible way for your research paper. You can also use them when you disagree with the author, and that could be potential use of a quote when you're working on your paper. And if it's just a beautiful piece of language and you know that what the author wrote is better than what you're going to come up with, use a quote there. It's really, really important, though, that you cite anything that you quote. It's got to be quoted word for word, and then you're going to put quotation marks around it. But there are other ways you can use author's language, and that is through paraphrasing. Paraphrasing means to put an author's text in your own words. So you take his or her thoughts, but you use your language. And it's a great way to supplement our quotes, and it's a wonderful way to avoid plagiarism. You don't want to overuse quotes, so then the next step in your writing process would be to paraphrase. So quote where appropriate, paraphrase to add more power to your language, and it also keeps your voice in the paper. And then finally, there's summarizing. When you summarize, you're taking the main ideas from multiple writers. And remember, you're using 5 sources. So you could be taking the main ideas from 5 different sources and pulling them together into your own words. It's definitely shorter than the original text, but it's looking at all of the information that you've gleaned from your research and then using your voice on top of it. This is a great way to add background, to give an overview of your topic, or when you want to describe knowledge that you've obtained from many different sources. Just a quick process tip: when you're taking your notes, if you're going to use a big quote, I would use a big Q on your index cards. That way you see that you've got a quote there that's available. If you're paraphrasing, write a big P next to the paraphrased part, and that will help you distinguish between what's a quote and what's a paraphrase. Don't forget to include page numbers and references whenever you are quoting or paraphrasing. We are going to have to use in-text MLA citations, and this is our way to prevent you from plagiarizing. And when you use an in-text citation, you are giving immediate credit to the original author without messing up the way your writing is flowing. It's really important that you use a format for your in-text citation that's recognizable, and I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. But it's important when you are paraphrasing, quoting, or summarizing that you include an in-text citation. When in doubt, cite. That's the best strategy I can offer you. And if you look down on the bottom right hand corner, this is what an in-text citation looks like. It's the author's last name, space, and the page number where you found the information. You'll do a close bracket and then the period. And this is something we worked on really hard last semester, so you should already be familiar with it. If you have any questions about how you do an in-text citation when you're missing an author's name, you can review this slide, or there'll be information in the resources you need folder. Websites are a little bit trickier when you have in-text citations because they don't always have authors. So if you have an author, great. If you don't have a page number, leave it blank, or you can always just include the title of the website. And again, I'll have more information available for you, but I just want to make you aware that you still have to do an in-text citation even when you're using web sources. Here's just a very simple example. We have a quote that we're pulling off of a, looks like a book, so we're going to have an author, and we're going to have a page. So author, space, page, close bracket, period. This is what it should look like. No other notations or symbols are needed. And just remember, you want to quote, you want to paraphrase, and you want to summarize. And when you blend your source materials together with your own, you have your voice as well as the voice of experts adding to your research paper. Enjoy. If you have any questions, continue to ask questions and keep on writing. Bye.